everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you all for joining me. I do look a bit weird because I'm halfway through my makeup and I thought I'd just record and talk to you and chit chat away while I do it rather than sit in silence. So I'm not going to be looking at you, I'm going to be looking at my mirror so I don't end up looking like, oh, what's a clown called in it? I don't know, a clown. But I did promise, well, I didn't promise, but I did say that I was going to do a vlog every day in January because it's a new year. I really get into the new year. I feel like it's a fresh start. I don't think it's new year, new me. I think I'm the same person, but I do enjoy like the clean page and the fresh start and getting, you know, the end of the gluttony and the greed, and not the greed necessarily, but definitely the gluttony and the, yeah, just, it's a new, and it's also my birthday month, and I love my birthday. Christmas, I do enjoy it. I think every Christmas I realise I'm a little bit older and that it's a lot of stress for one day, and the day doesn't particularly make, like, there's a lot of traditions and they don't particularly make that much sense, like why we have to have a massive feast and we have to buy all these people gifts that we don't normally talk to, and so I don't know if Kurt's microwaving something. You know when it, like, it doesn't matter if he's but you just think, what's he microwaving? I do that quite a lot. Earlier on he got the Hoover out and literally must have got, like, we've got one of the Dyson ones that you press the button and then it hoovers, and if you take your finger off the button it doesn't hoover. And he literally must have gone like, and that was it. I'm like, what did he hoover up? Like, if it was that little he could have just picked it up, surely. I just wonder these things. Yeah, so I was really poorly this week and that's why I've not been around. I have tried to film this video about 4 times. On one occasion I found Hugo eating a cotton bud, which, you know, he fished it out of the bin, so it was definitely dirty. Don't want him eating one anyway, but really, do we have to spread dirty cotton buds around the house? Do we have to go fishing in the bin for things when, you know, there's food and water and toys all downstairs for him, but he's got it on him, so he's come up here. Yes, and then I said a rude word. I said a rude word. I'm not going to say it again because I think, oh, I shouldn't put that on. And also on Friday I did feel a lot better. So Wednesday I felt terrible. I had a swollen eye, I was snotty, I got earache. I've still got a bit of an earache. I'm still concerned that I'm putting makeup on the eye that was swollen. Whoever needs to be sensible and use their brain. And yeah, so I was poorly Wednesday, I was poorly Thursday, I was poorly Friday, but I did feel better and I did film a video, but it was literally just, I sat and whittled on about basically what I'm saying now. Wasn't very well, made that last about 20 minutes, then I sat on the sofa talking about Netflix, made that last about 20 minutes, and then I was like, right, that's it for the day now, and I thought, I'm not. It was like a 40-minute video, it literally contained nothing. I kept promising to show you a scarf that I didn't show, and it was taking ages to upload because I was having internet troubles, which wasn't great because I wanted to watch Netflix and it kept not working, and it was just taking ages, and I was like, no. So I apologise if you would have enjoyed watching me witter on, but you can watch me witter on today. And I don't know if I'll just go to the end of January and lose those first few days, or if I'll go a bit further into February. I'm not making myself promise anything, or, you know, life is what life is, and hopefully this month will be a little bit exciting. I don't know how much I'll show, but it's my birthday month, so I have a few things planned. I have a few things planned this week actually. So let me do my mascara and talk, and I'm sorry I'm not looking at you. So today I'm going to my Auntie Kerry's for lunch. We're going to go to the pet shop first. We're going to get the dogs new harnesses and leads because Hector's grown and he hasn't got a retractable lead and Hugo has. This is the symbol for lead because that's how you hold a lead. So we're going to get Hector's, and while getting Hector's we're going to get Hugo new because they are quite old, and I don't know, Hugo is a puller, and it's a really, we do try and stop him and he's not terrible, but I think because he's little and he's not really pulling me, you sort of like overlook it, which is bad. but he's a bit of a puller, and so I think like the neck on his harness, it's just a little bit stretched, and I feel like his lead has taken like 3 years of pulling, and I just want new. I want him to match as well, which is a really frivolous idea, but I do. So we're going to go to the pet shop, then we're going to Auntie Kerry's for lunch. Then I said we might nip back and fetch the dogs, because Auntie Kerry literally lives, it's probably like a 10-minute walk away, so 2-minute drive. So I said we might fetch the dogs and then take it. I don't want them there while she's trying to dish up dinner, because they're just pests and no one's eyes are going to be on them while we're eating. And Hector's still a puppy, so he's not fully trained, so I don't want that. She's got wooden floors and she's had her own dogs, and she's really not bothered about things like that. And I've said, oh, I'm not going to bring him because, you know, he might wait on the floor. She's like, I really don't care, but not while we're eating, because no one can control him and they'll only end up in a fight. But saying that, they've been really good with each other this morning. A few grumbles and a few growls, but nothing. We're improving. It's slow and steady, I think, but that's okay. And then tomorrow I have a nice afternoon. Oh look, it just blobbed on my cheek. Can you see? Not really. There. Tomorrow afternoon I'm going for a coffee with one of my friends from work, Helen. She's lovely. She's a lovely lady, and I've known her for about 10 years. And we always chat. We're a bit, I don't know, people always comment that we're a bit of an odd couple, friends, because she is quite a lot older than me, and I don't know, it's just people are like, oh, do you get, and I'm like, yeah, we get on. But yeah, we're going to go for a coffee, and then Tuesday and Wednesday I'm at work, and then either Thursday or Friday, we've sort of kept it open because we're both free both days, and if Charlotte and I are both free both days, but like I said, if your mum says to you, if a mum says to her, do you want to do such and such on Thursday, I don't want her to say, oh no, because I'm going out, no, because Ruth's coming round, because I can just come Friday. So we've said we'll sort of keep it, if nothing comes up we'll do it Thursday, but if either of us get, I don't know, it's probably, we both agreed to it. I feel like it's a bad way of like saying a better offer, but I don't want, like, I don't know. I feel like it sounds bad explaining it. But basically, if either of us get a better offer, we'll do it Friday. We're going to go, and I just want to see him. I've not seen him for a bit. They invited me to go for dinner on Friday evening, just gone, but I wasn't very well and I didn't want to take my germs with me. They said they've all had germs, and I did say I felt much better, and they said, you know, come, and if you don't feel right you can go home, and you know, you don't hold the baby and shit. And I was like, it's not worth risking it. I think I wouldn't have been a problem, but Kurt was finishing early anyway, so it was nice to see him. See, I've been farting around and my mascara's dried funny. Never mind. So yeah, so either Thursday or Friday I'm going to Charlotte's, and we're going to finally organise the afternoon tea that I bought her for her birthday, which was in September. I always say it was in October, and it's not. It's because her wedding anniversary is in October. And I get confused for some reason. There's a boy in the road throwing a scooter around, and I thought it was a dog. I was about to go out and bop him. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that, and hopefully we'll organise this afternoon tea for sooner rather than later, because I think we'd do a bit of a catch up. I feel like I'm a bad friend sometimes, because I do go a long time without seeing her, but it's not for any reason. Just, I think life just gets in the way, doesn't it? Like, I've not really seen them over Christmas. But then there's a puppy being tangled. Oh, I don't like it. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Hello, there's a big puppy down here now, look. Feeling jealous and sorry for himself. It's got to concentrate. I hate doing eyebrows. You know, I don't think if they matched I wouldn't do them, but my eyebrows don't match. One is a lot thinner than the other. What are you growling at? So, now there are 2 dogs and a boyfriend up here. I think I'll go and finish getting ready and finish whittering on. So I was just thinking about what crochet I've done, and really I've not done a lot. I've done a bit on a scarf. I'll show you that later. But I shall go and finish getting ready and show you all something interesting when something interesting may occur. See you all later.
$100 a mile, you got your own blue and white and...
Hi everyone, sorry I've been a bad vlogger. I feel like I'm out of the swing of things today, but I went to... Hugo's running around, he's just his dinner. I went to get the dog lead. Well, they had leads but they didn't have a harness. They had them but they were pink, and I'm not putting my dogs in pink harnesses. They had orange, they had one blue one, and they had a manky green colour. Sorry, I've got cherry Coke, well, cherry Pepsi Max, but I'm having it in a wine glass because I'm fancy. Well, it's not really fancy, it's a bit weird. Yeah, they didn't have the dog harnesses, so we're going to try a different pet shop tomorrow, which is a little bit further away. It's towards Nottingham, because that's where I got the one that I'm squeezing on. Lime squeezer! There is a video that I'm referencing for that. That's where I got the harness that Hugo wears now. I have seen some online, which is the one that I saw in the shop, but I'm not particularly fussed about being that one in the shop, but at least I can get the colours on, and it was a lot cheaper. I don't like to be one of those people that goes into a shop to see if you can get something on Amazon, but I was just seeing if like I could order it online or anything, and they were like, they were £15 each in the shop or £10 each on Amazon with free delivery for Wednesday. And so I didn't order them on Amazon, but I was like, I don't really want either of the colours. They had a manky green, which Kirk said would be fine, and I really didn't want it. Hugo's cocking up his toy basket in there. They had one blue, which I would have had, and then they had pink and orange, and I didn't want them. And then I didn't want to get the blue one and then not be able to get the same one. So I'm going to try a different pet shop is what I'm saying. And then we went to Auntie Kerry's. I took her a little plant from Marks and Spencer's because for a bunch of tulips it was £8, which I know I picked Marks and Spencer's. Tesco wasn't far away, but it was £8 for some tulips. But then at the door there was like indoor plants, and in a little ceramic pot you could have a white indoor rose kind of thing, about that big. It's probably got 6 heads on it for a £5. Still got that. She didn't want anything in particular, well, she didn't know she was getting it. I bought some cleaning stuff, which is really boring, and I know I'm boring, and all I go on about is cleaning up. Ah, there it is. But look, I've got a minka. So if you watch Mrs. Hinch, you know. If not, I'm sorry I'm boring, but this is like a holy grail at the minute. And then you will be interested. Oh, do you like my jumper, by the way? This is from Tesco. This was the jumper that was going to be Auntie Kerry's Christmas present, spots and lightning bolts. But then there was a yellow one at Tesco, which I thought she'd like better. So I rang Kirk and was like, unwrap the one that's Kerry, and he didn't know which one because I'd made her a scarf, and I bought her a fleecy blanket. So the scarf, the blanket and the jumper all felt the same, and he didn't know. He was like, is it the one that you tried on? I went, yeah. He was like, I'll just get you that one for Christmas. So this is mine. So it's sort of, her jumper's this colour with grey, with white stars on, I think, and the same shape. No lightning bolts and no pink or orange. I like it. It's really comfy. I treated myself. I did get some Christmas money and I spent some of it, and I can't remember what on. Oh, off Kirk's mum, and it was quite a bit of money for doing her nails. So I spent some of it, about half of it, on new gel nail colours and varnishes and glitters and sticks and what have you. And then we went out for dinner one night and I just spent my Christmas money on that, which I was happy with at the time. But then I get paid on Friday and had a little bit extra, so I counted that as my Christmas money, and I bought myself a few things. Oops. So there's still another book and some yarn needles to come in the post, because it came from Amazon. So I'll show you. I got a little set. So it's a little case and it says the greatest happiness in life, which I think is cute. Just a little blue thing. Zip pouch thing. And in it you get some, what's it call it? Them. What are they called? Yeah. And then tape measure, which I'm always losing my tape measure. And then I got some of these needles, but I do prefer, I will use these, but I do prefer the ones, these are quite chunky. I do prefer the ones that don't have the metal here, but have like there's a plastic loop. So I've ordered some of those, which is what I originally went on to order, and then ordered all of this. Yeah, so all of those, and then the same set of cheap Amazon, I don't know what the brand is or anything, cheap Amazon crochet hooks I already have, but more, obviously, another set. And, sorry, the Coke's making me burp. This has, so I already have, I believe, because they're the same colour handles, because that's my favourite one. Is that the, oh no, that's the 5, they're different. What? The blue's the 4. This is going to throw me off. But I have 2.5, no, a 2 up to, that's a 7, what's that? An 8. So I only have 2.5 up to 6 at the minute, I believe. And now I've got a 7 and an 8, just for the chunkier projects. So crochet hooks, I only use the cheap ones. I like these with the rubbery handles. That's not very nice looking though, it looks so scuffed. I like these with the rubbery handles, because I crochet like I'm holding a pencil, so these feel nice on my, because that's where I've got, sorry I'm not swearing at you, I've like got a thing, a callus I suppose. So these feel nice in my hand, how I hold my hooks, they can go in there. And then I ordered a sugar and cream scent. Does it smell? Or is it just called scents? This is lavender, I think. Oh, Fleur de Lavender. I don't know. Oh, it does smell. Oh, I didn't want it to smell. It's a sugar and cream scent. Maybe I should have known. I don't know. I don't know. It's one of the cottons. And it's in like, I don't know what, I don't understand what's happening. That's all the numbers and stuff. And it's lavender flavoured, and it's in pink, lilac, white and yellow. This was an add-on item, and I needed to make my order up, I think. I don't know if I did. I don't know if I did need to make my order up. I think I did, but then I found another book. Or then I added these on. I'm not sure. But nonetheless, I've always wanted to try this. And I haven't got... The only cotton I've got is really thin. This is like thicker. Words fail me. The only cotton I've got is really thin. And it's quite... there's like a sheen to it. And I want to make a thing for my floor swiffer. So I just ordered this, which smells of lavender. Doesn't smell bad. Just didn't know it was going to smell of lavender. I've got it on my lip. Ooh. Man, I ordered myself this. Amigurumi Monsters, which you've probably all seen a million times before. I can see you peeping. These are the monsters that are inside. As we all know, Ruth has never followed a pattern. properly. I did sort of do one that was a BB-8. That was a BB-8 one out of the Star Wars thing that my auntie asked me to do for her, and I've not done. And I sort of did okay with that. But I thought, the books I've got one that's Calming Crochet, which is really boring. And then I've got one that's like kids fancy dress, hats and costumes and accessories and things, which Kayla's too old for it, really. She isn't too old. Kayla has lost interest in that. She's too old for it personally. And Grace is too young. She's a baby. So I don't have anyone to do crochet outfits for currently. And I think the other one is Cushions. It's one of the ones that was like a magazine. I've got loads of knitting ones that a lady at work gave me, which I think I need to pass on because I'm just not gonna knit. So I ordered this, something that I actually want to do, and Kim's got this and Linny's got this, and it's just so cool. And I can make one for baby Grace and not do safety eyes and do it in pretty pinks, and I can make one like Kirk said he'd like one, and I feel like Kayla would like one, my niece, and I don't know if Cole would, but he's gonna like this a lot more than he's gonna like a crochet wig if I decide to do him one. And the other one I've got is, I'll show you when it comes, it's a Amigurumi for animals. And again, I thought of Grace, and you know, just something that I'm interested in making. I don't feel as though I particularly want like a blanket one or a scarf one, or I'm not ready for clothes, defo not ready for clothes, defo definitely not ready for clothes. And yeah, I think a blanket and a scarf, and I'm happy with what I know for that for now. But Amigurumi is something that I wanted to venture into this year a bit more, and so I bought this book, woo, this one, and the Amigurumi on, it's the original Amigurumi, and on the Amazon, this is where I ordered it from, on the Amazon article, like the item for it, there was pictures, and there's a picture of one of the animals inside, and I think if it didn't have the full pattern, it had most of the pattern, for the wasabi bunny, and I could see like how it was telling you to do it, and I was like, I understand what this means. So go and so if you've not got Amigurumi and you think it might be something that you like, or you're in a similar position to me and you're not sure if you could read the pattern, go on Amazon. I didn't notice it for any of the other books because I did look through them a bit, but I thought if I get Amigurumi 1 and I like it, I can get the others, and I've started at number 1. And it did have some things in it that I would like to make. But go on to Amazon, go on to put it, this is for UK, I don't know if it'd be a different listing for US or anything, but if you go on to Amigurumi on Amazon, it's the original one, so it's just Amigurumi, it's not Amigurumi 1. How many times can you say Amigurumi? Oh, you should watch this video with the captions on and see if it says Amigurumi. And go look, if you go through the pictures, there is a picture of one of the, I can't obviously show you, but like of the pages, like actually flat laid out, and it's got the pattern on it, so you can like have a read through and see if you think it's something that you could follow. Just if you're in a similar position to me. I know that most of you are much better at this than me, but you're all very lovely and forgiving about it, so it's fine. But I don't know which one I'm going to make first. And yeah, there's some really lovely ones in here. You've probably seen this before on other people's channels, which is what got me into it. But those are them. I really like this little girl down here. I think she's really cute. I like them all. Yeah, sorry, I shouldn't just be like sat looking through it. And I like that the pages do this, so you can keep place. Simple things and all that. And oh yeah, this is the one that has, each one has a name and a little story, which is cute. So, you know, if you were so inclined, you could type that story out or write it out and put it on a tag with the thing if you wanted. It's some extra work, so it's a silly idea. I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go. I'm sorry that today, I feel like, I don't know if, I can't remember what I filmed this morning, but I feel like I promised to be like superstar vlogger and it's 2 clips. But I've had a really lovely day. Dinner was gorgeous. We had a lamb dinner and then we had cherry pie and custard, which is my absolute ultimate favourite. The only way you get better than cherry pie is a cherry crumble. And cherry pie is just amazing. So that was lovely, and we watched a film that Mark had recorded on Sky, Unusual Suspects, I think. And I think that me and Kirk are going to watch a film now because it's only 7:30. And everyone is fed and happy. We just got to take them out for the evening stroll. Not saying the W word. So thank you all for watching. I will see you tomorrow, whatever tomorrow may bring. Hopefully more things in the post. And oh, I didn't say I've reached, I have when I'm recording, I hope not that people haven't like unsubscribed, but I've reached 1,000 subscribers and I'm so happy. So thank you all so very much. I don't think I said this morning. I realised last night. So thank you all so very much. It is a wonderful milestone to reach and I'm really happy. So thank you all to everyone that subscribed. If you're not, please do subscribe. I'm hoping that 2019 will be the year for Pink Pumpkin Crochet. But thank you all so very much. It's about, I think the 11th is like the anniversary of my year for my actual proper video. So thank you all very much and I'll see you all tomorrow. I think of something better to say than thanks. I'm just really excited. I'm really pleased, and Kurt gave me a big hug and congratulated me when we both found out last night, which is nice. So I'll see you all tomorrow and I love you all lots. Bye. Bye. Not go on.